Wow. Wow, that was Eminem's response to Machine Gun Kelly's. That song that just dropped today is called Kill Shot. And I did vote. I voted in 2016. I did a write-in vote, actually. I voted. I voted for a lot of bills and causes that I believed in and folks. But then when it came for president in 2016, I actually wrote in a vote. For the past, I don't know how long now, I've actually been writing in Honey Badger. When times are tough and you don't like who's being offered to you, I want to vote. Absolutely, vote for yourself. Just vote. That's my whole thing. Just vote. But what can you do? I would have voted for Jill Stein, actually, but it was a lost cause because she was only on the ballot in like 23 states. But anyways, yeah, if all else fails, just vote for Honey Badger, So, yeah, that Diddy diss was amazing. He said that line about Diddy putting the hit on Tupac, ends the whole rhyme by saying that, he's just kidding, I love you. But, I just don't know why anyone would try to... it's funny, I ran in 2008. Well, I tried to introduce a Honey Badger party. I went to the RNC in Tampa in 2008, and I tried to have folks vote for the alternative, vote Honey Badger. I don't know. Would you be my running mate? I hope you folks would be my running mate. What I would love is just a conglomerate of folks. Instead of just one president, we could just bring in a posse that are just like, okay, we're all president, and you're going to be responsible for this, and you for this, and you for this, like that. Also, what's really incredible is the Senate, if they wanted to, they totally, we have the ability to expand the Supreme Court from 9, it's present 9, to like say 13 or 15. Like, why doesn't anyways, I feel that this whole rap battles is very exciting. It's great to see Eminem get off his buns and really just get back into old Eminem and with that crazy flow. I love the way that he makes fun of the mumble rappers. I give props to Machine Gun Kelly for even attempting to go after the rap god. And yeah, I do have to say he's definitely on the top 10 list, but there's also Rakim. There's KRS-One. There's Biggie and Tupac. There are just so many. I'm a big Wu-Tang and Tribe Called Quest fan. And De La Soul, Jungle Brothers, BC Boys. There are just so many amazing rappers. I think sometimes it's... the whole thing with, God bless Tech Nine. That's all I gotta say. He admits to being a troll, and he's doing it. I think it's all fun. Well, I do too. I love all the incarnations of hip hop. It's what keeps it alive. So, if this is post hip hop, if this is post old school, I'm all for it. As long as it gets the butts moving. And folks are having fun. That's what it was all about to begin with. Hip hop, hippie to the hippie, hip hop, you don't stop. You keep rocking it on like this. So please visit randallshoneybadger.com. Randall with 2 L's. randallshoneybadger.com. You put your name on the list, and then, you get it. I like Oingo Boingo too. It's a dead man's party. That's the thing, it's like... There's, Tribe Called Quest, amen. Clinton's on his... Far Side. That's Quentin's on his way. Quentin's on his way with another J. And it's okay. Far Side too, I love them. Souls of Mischief. I mean, I'm traditionally old school, but I do have respect, and I love, you know, Smoke Perp and these these crazy guys. I honestly, I think they're fun. Little Xan. I liked Little Peep. I thought he was I liked what he was doing. It's a shame, you know. I was a big fan of Mac Miller's. YBT. Forgive me, I'm unfamiliar with that acronym, but I've seen it. That's an artist, right? Young Black Teenagers? Young Black Teenagers. Sure, Ultramagnetic MCs, Cool Keith, Brand Nubian, even though, you know, I love Sadat X. I've always loved his voice. Big Daddy Kane. I mean, so as the evolution continues, it's interesting, you know, because you get to see how those hip hoppers deal with today's hip hoppers. You know, there's a lot of beef. You'd have to be African Bambaataa in the house. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Cool Herc, Black Sheep, NWA, of course, Ice Cube, Gorillas in the Mist. It's hard, you know. There's a lot of battling internally within the world. Instead of bigging up, oh my God, wow, that's taking it back. Top Billin' Audio 2. Oh my God, Milk is chillin'. What more can I say? It's Top Billin'. That's what you get. We got it good. Since you understood, would you clap your hands? Your hands are clapping. Oh my gosh, Just Ice. Too Short. MC Light. I could go on. But, so, there's a lot of strife and battling internally within this hip-hop world. And I feel a lot of these old cats, instead of picking up these new artists, are just kind of, they're either with them or completely against them. And that's tough. So, you know, Eminem has just recently made it known where he stands. He can't stand these mumble rappers. Boots Collins, Bootsy. Bum, 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 bum. You know what it is? It's basically what it is. You know, within the transition from those fabulous hip-hop times in today, off topic, can I have a shout out? Of course, Noel. Of course. Noel in the house? Give a shout out. I want to give him enough respect. What do I think about the Bambaataa scandal? Oh, please. You could still feel hip-hop in Wyoming. Hip-hop is worldwide. What Bambaataa scandal? As an African Bambaataa, what was the scandal? So in the transition from the old school hip hop to the new day. Oh my God, are you kidding? Oh, I did not know about that. See, there's so many things that deal with that. Listen, sexual abuse and molestation of children is kept far away from us. Now listen, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just jaw dropped that that's even out there. But like Michael Jackson, yeah, listen. Or how about the Catholic priests? 300 Catholic priests, and they're just still trying to figure out what to do. I mean, it's such a taboo. It's such a taboo to discuss it. It's taboo to even go there towards a Pizzagate, to even figure out what that means, what that is, where that came from. You know, how about this, what's his name? The Jeffrey, what's his name? From the Lolita Island. Anyways, listen, we got to protect our children. But listen, hip-hop, in the transition from that time to this time, what's happened is there's no more sampling. Okay, we're not really sampling anymore. Everyone's Jeffrey Epstein, thank you. Everyone is just creating their own beats and their own music, which is fabulous, and it's amazing, and it does bring us back to another time. However, there is something missing from the world of hip-hop without having, you know, a James Brown drummer loop. So I think that's really the difference that's occurred in this evolution of hip-hop. But again, I just love this kind of dissing back and forth. Remember the real Roxanne? KRS, yes, absolutely. KRS-One's amazing. He's in my top 5. Do they sell pizza by the slice in your universe? If you want a slice of pepperoni, do you have to rehearse? Do you call a nurse? What do you do if you want a slice of pizza? You know, I grew up in New York City where, you know, so you go to Ray's, you go to any of these places, you go to pizza joint, burger joint, of course UTFO. She thought my name was Sally, but I told her it was Valley. Oh, I'm the real Roxanne, I wanna be your man. Roxanne's Revenge, I'm gonna be your man. All those fabulous times. Now, you know, nowadays it's mostly MCs who battle with one another, but you're right, there used to be DJ battles. It used to be like, you ever think that, bump that thing. You think that you're better than, all that stuff. And then you folks remember when Eric B and Rakim, they stopped getting along? Thank goodness, I think they got back upset. No, stop it. Don't be upset. I am in LA. Of course, I'm in LA now. I'm from the East Coast. Now I'm over here on the West Coast. Sarah, please, I love you. It's water under the bridges. Brown making another Honey Badger video. Listen, what's happening here is that there's no more story rhymes. You know, you remember the days when like Slick Rick and all these folks, I left my wallet in El Segundo. There were stories, shook ones, like that's a story. Group Home, they had so many stories. Little Dap, J. Rue the Damager. They all had stories. They had story rhymes. That's another thing that's missing. Mobb Deep, don't sleep. Please. Bushwick Bill, oh my goodness. Those guys are still around, by the way. They're amazing. Amazing. My mind is playing tricks on me. It's crazy. Listen, it's just been so marvelous to watch the evolution of hip-hop, you know? We're really talking about a day. Hello, Wendy. Oh, look, it's Wendy. Hello, sweetheart. Shout out to Noel. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Wendy. Shout out to all my family that's watching right now. I just did make another Honey Badger video, like a month ago. I made about 3 of them. One is about the Honey Badger eating a mouse, and then just trying to get some scraps. Yes, San Francisco. Fabulous. Thank you, Bold 810. Hello. So Wendy, if you're just joining us, I love Wu-Tang too. I love Wu-Tang. You see, it doesn't matter where you are. You feel the hip-hop. Randall Rants. Oh, thank you. Why, you know, it's funny you say that. I actually have a bunch in the works. I really do. I have a bunch of Randall Rants. I've just been passing out like a lazy bastard. So if you're just tuning in, folks, we've been discussing hip-hop. We've been discussing Eminem's retaliation to MGK's retaliation to Eminem's diss to Machine Gun Kelly's really off-colored compliment that he paid to Eminem and his daughter when she was 16 and he was 22 back in 2012. That's where all this began. I mean, this is pretty much a Randall rant on, you know, Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. Like, fellas, what are you doing? You see, that's what's happening in the world. In case no one's noticed, there's so much strife. There's so much beef. RZA, are you kidding me? One of the best producers ever. How about DJ Premier? How about Gangstar? How about MC Guru? Was one of the greatest MCs to ever live. We just keep losing these fabulous artists. Guru, Fife, Mac Miller. It's so sad. Even in Anthony Bourdain, we just keep, Chris Cornell, we just keep losing these people. Oh wow, Ninth Wonder. Good grief. How's about Shaheem the Rugged Child? On and on. It goes on, and it's like that. He did an interview on Sway. He said he wasn't over. Right, that's right. I mean, listen, you can't. That's just a disrespectful thing to do. That's just such a disrespectful thing to do. You know? It's to bring up someone's daughter. It doesn't matter how you. There's no cool way to say your 16-year-old daughter is hot. There's no good way to say it. You know, at the time, like, Machine Gun Kelly even follows it up with King. You know what I mean? King. Like, you're the king. Like, you're still the greatest, but, like... But anyways, you know, and again, going back to whether or not Eminem is greatest, he's certainly up there, but I was just taking a trip down memory lane because there were so many others. And speaking of trip down memory lane, how about Pete Rock and CL Smooth? You know what I'm saying? So many. You never make a daughter comment. Exactly, Wendy. I mean, that's why... I get it. I get why Eminem would say something like that. Like, if anyone attacks your family, it's not really even an attack. Like, it is an attack. You don't mean it as an attack, but it is an attack. Like, that's your daughter. You know, she's 16 years old. That's so scuzzy. To get a tweet from a fellow artist being like, ew, your daughter's hot. Like, what? Like, yo, you're 22 years old. Like, what's happening? So anyways, I feel our society has completely gone bonkers recently. And now everyone's just battling. Everyone's just fighting. Everyone's just this and that. Do you remember? That's nasty. Remember DOS Effects? Speaking of DOS nasty. DOS Effects is in the house. You see what I'm saying? Hell no. It's off limits. It's off limits. Listen, today on Twitter, some lady was coming at me being like, hey, how about, I don't know what, I told, never mind. Listen, I gotta go.